Day 7, chest day.
Alright, last day of week 5 before you move on to week 6. So
First
you're progressing.
exercise, wide clap push-ups. Want to get into the push-up position. Want to be a little wider than that. And you want to explode and clap.
The reason why this is harder is because unlike before when you did the regular clap push-ups, this time your hands are wider. So you have to explode higher to have a more amount of time to actually clap and then come back all the way back out wide and land and come back. That's more based on timing. The more power you have, the more time you'll have to get that clap back and forth. Next exercise is type rider push-ups. So there's 2 versions of this that people get confused about. 2 versions, whatever one you like. One is you start, I usually like to start wider for type rider push-ups since you are leaning left to right. So the first version is you're starting from the middle and you're coming down diagonal on one side, pushing back up. So that means you're only using more of the arm that you're leaning on. So I use my right arm, come back to the middle, and I use my left, come back to the middle. That's one version that people call a type rider. The next version is you're leaning the same way, but instead of leaning that way and coming back up to the middle, you're leaning that way and coming across, staying low. And then you're coming back to the middle. And then you switch sides, coming across. Then you come back to the middle. Now, if this is hard for you, more challenging, if it's too hard, I would say stay on your knees. That way it's less weight on your chest, triceps, and shoulders. For the full advance, full out. To make it even harder, one leg up. Now, next exercise, inner push-ups.
Gonna get into a diamond position push-up, regular, and then you just want to lean forward as much as you can.
Now, what that does is when you're coming down and back up, you're putting more strain on the lower portion of your chest. So that gives it a nice groove here, that nice cut. That's the type of push-ups you want to be doing. And then the last exercise is the same type of lean concept, but on the dips. So instead of coming straight up, you're actually just going to lean and keep your legs. Now, in order to lean, to have more leverage, you want to throw your ankles back. If you can't do the full dip lean yet, I would advise you to just practice this. Throwing them back. Once you get that, you can throw them back and hold like this, then come down, come back up. And when you're coming up, focus more on pushing up with the lower portion of your chest to work more chest. But of course, you'll be hitting the inner and outer head of the tricep. So lean forward, come down, come back up. Now, a lot of mistakes people make is when they do those, they lean, and when they're coming up straight. You remember, you want to have that lean forward position on the way down and on the way back up. That way, when you're pulling your legs back, you'll feel also in your lower back trying to keep those legs in that position. So it looks like this.
Very clean.
That's the last exercise for chest day. Woo, I can feel it.
Burning.
All the reps and the sets that we gave you for that day and the rest. As I can see from here, the rest we gave you is pretty low, so your chest will be flowing with blood, but it will make it bigger and stronger.